Good morning and welcome. We are delighted that you have decided to join us today for our Sunday morning celebration service right here at Unity of Citrus County. We invite you to get settled in. Our service is about to begin in just a few moments. It is our sincere prayer that the music, the meditation, and the message will uplift you and inspire you to become the light of the world that you have come here to be. We invite you to come and visit us in person. We would love to meet you. And we invite you to also visit our website at www.unityofcitrus.org. Have a blessed day.
Something beautiful is coming. I feel it in my bones. Something beautiful is on its way. That's all I need to know. Something beautiful. Something beautiful. I'm feeling something beautiful grow. I pray for peace. I pray for love. I pray that everyone has enough. So I feel the peace. I feel the love and see it as already done. Something beautiful is coming. I feel it in my bones. Something beautiful is on its way. That's all I need to know. Something beautiful. Something beautiful. I'm feeling something beautiful grow. I pray for forgiveness. I'm praying for trust. I pray that everyone has enough. I feel the forgiveness. I'm feeling the trust. I see it as already done. Something beautiful is coming. I feel it in my bones. Something beautiful is on its way. That's all I need to know. Something beautiful. Something beautiful. I'm feeling something beautiful grow. I pray for joy. I pray for freedom. I pray that everyone has enough. I feel the joy. I feel the freedom. I see it as already done. 'Cause something beautiful is coming. I feel it in my bones. Something beautiful is on its way. That's all I need to know. Something beautiful. Something beautiful. I'm feeling something beautiful grow. Something beautiful. Something beautiful. I'm feeling something beautiful grow. I'm seeing something beautiful grow. Something so beautiful grow.
Good morning, everyone. Happy, blessed New Year. Yes, Happy New Year to each and every one. And I am hoping that this song inspires you to see that we have a blank slate. We have an opportunity to create something beautiful, something good, something that will change our lives and change this world. So that's why we're here. That's why we listen. And that's why we pay attention to set the intention for the new year. And so today you have come for a very, very special service. I'm so excited that you're here with us. This is our White Stone ceremony. And during that White Stone ceremony is when we actually set the intention for what we are being called to be the coming year or this year. We're here already. I can't believe it's January 2nd. Unbelievable. But anyway, I want you to turn around to your neighbor and say welcome to your neighbor and say hello, how are you? Namaste. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see everyone. And then after we have shared that joy, that feeling of being with one another and being neighborly, where we welcome our YouTube and Facebook family, turn around and say hello to them. Good morning. We're so blessed that you are here with us. We have an amazing, wonderful service that we have really prayed over and know that it's going to be really good. And I see a couple of new faces, so I just want to let you know that Unity of Citrus is a positive path for spiritual living. It is absolutely centered in God, and our mission here is to create a loving and healing, accepting community. And we do that through prayer. Prayer is foundational to unity. Through prayer, to sacred service, and through education. So coming in the new year, we're going to be talking a whole lot about what is unity. And you will get to really get grounded on that. But for now, I want us to really get settled and begin our service. Something beautiful is coming. And I know that you're not here by coincidence. This is not by chance. You're here by divine appointment. And so there's something here for us, something for me, something for you, and we'll capture that. Not sure if it's going to be through the music or the meditation or the message, but allow yourself to be receptive and open. So let's set that intention right now. I'm inviting you to gently close your eyes if it feels comfortable for you. And then I'm inviting you to take a deep cleansing breath. And let that go. Right here, right now, is the most sacred moment. We know that all the potential, all the power, all that is right here, right now, where God is with us. God is wherever we are. Wherever we stand, it is holy ground. And so we acknowledge the presence, the one power and one presence of God right here in our midst. We feel the life energy of that divine presence moving through us. And we allow ourselves right now to set the intention to be very present to the moments that we have here, allowing our hearts to open wide and our mind to be receptive. And perhaps maybe moving from the busyness of the mind, where all the thoughts tend to want to compete for our attention, and move right into your sacred heart, making that journey. Just centered right there in the sacred place of love. And know that you are loved. And know that you're not here by coincidence. So loving presence, we feel your presence here in us, as us, moving through us. And so with this opportunity of being together in a state of oneness, one accord, one heart, one mind, one spirit, we know something beautiful is going to happen. So we thank you, God, for these moments that we will share together. And so it is. So it is, and so we allow this to be. So take a deep breath and open your eyes when you are ready, and say the affirmation of oneness with me. There is one power and one presence in the universe and in my life. God the good, all-powerful, all-knowing, everywhere present, right here, right now, God. And in a few moments, we're going to move into our meditation. So before we do that, I thought we could start the year by reading the daily word. And today's daily word is clarity. Don't we all want some clarity, some clear guidance? And where do we find that? Within. So let's read this. The affirmation is, time spent communing with God gives me clarity. When I gaze towards the heavens on a moonlight night, I expect to see twinkling stars and constellations. But if I use a telescope, I can see details with much greater clarity. This example could describe my spiritual life as well. I may go about my day mindful of my blissful feelings and kinship with all the people. These things and more are the fruits of my faith. That's the power of the month, faith. But I find clarity during times of intentional contemplation. When I meditate upon the truth, I feel the presence of God fill my consciousness and touch my heart. This clarity informs my thoughts, words, and actions, bringing my faith to vivid life. And from the first book of Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 12, it says, "For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then we will see face to face. Now I know only in part. Then I will know fully, even as I have been fully known." Clarity is the word of the day. Hold on to that as we move into a quiet time of settling in for our meditation. Bring that into your meditation space, seeking the clarity that is yours for this year.
God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am, God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am.
Feel that in your very being. God is where you are always. I hear right now, with every breath that you take, God is. God is, I am. I am the totality of God right where I am. The peace, the love, the joy, all of it. I am. Stay in this really, really beautiful contemplative state and allow yourself to let those words settle in your heart. God is, I am. If it's comfortable for you, leave your eyes closed so that you can lock away the outer world and go within, knowing with great assurance that you have been equipped with everything that you will ever need to live this life experience. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And as we allow that to sink into our consciousness, that we are more than this body, that we are that glorious illumined light of the divine, And so all of the peace, all of the joy, all of the love, all of the strength, all of the courage, all of the clarity that you will need and understanding, it's right here, where you are. That which you seek is not anywhere but within you, expressing as you. Know that this year with great conviction. And as you contemplated that, I ask you, what intention have you set for yourself to be that light, to be that peace, to be that joy? The answer is within. Within is everything that you need. And so as we gently move into a moment of silence, just total quiet silence, we're going to begin to open our hearts more and more to say, thank you, God, for all the experiences of the past year that have brought me to this moment, for all the awareness that I have gained, for the understanding. And as I move into this new year, in the silence, I seek the clarity that is mine to have. So quietly go into the silence and ask Spirit to reveal that to you. Feel the peace. Know that you can go within at any time to seek the answers that you are seeking, to get the answers to those questions that you seek, to get the guidance that you need, so that each and every day of 2022 will be divinely guided. You will know what is yours to do. You will know how it is that you need to be. You will know all the answers. Ground yourself in the power of faith. Ground yourself. Know that there is nothing impossible. God is, I am, and all is well. No matter what the appearance, God is, I am, and all is well. So take a deep breath and release that as you settle peacefully into your heart. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes. Prayer. We haven't sung it in a long time. So let's sing that together today from the really depth of your heart. just love it, love it, love it. One of these days we'll have our choir. And if you sing loud, I'll be tapping on you saying, hey, you may want to be in the choir. So anyway, good morning again. I'm just can't believe we're in a new year. It's hard to imagine 2022. They say that when you get older, the years go by faster. I don't know if that's true, but yes, here we are in 2022. And what we've learned over the years of our own lives is that change will come, right? We kind of know that. We know that this year will, like all other years, will bring changes for all of us. And hopefully, what I'm hoping for each of us is that they will be less turbulent than the ones we've had this past year, and 2 years, really, in a row. And I know that changes are, sometimes happen because we make the conscious choice to change, right? Every year we kind of said, I'm going to lose weight, or I'm going to go traveling, or whatever we do. But that's an opportunity for us to do some changes in our life to be able to accomplish those things. So some changes are consciously made. And then there are some changes that happen unexpectedly. You didn't know they were coming. They come out of left field almost, And soon, sometimes those changes will make us feel like life is feeling like it's out of control. Has ever felt that feeling? Yeah, you kind of feel a little bit like that. Like life is out of control. So whatever the changes may be, I'd like you to start to think of them as opportunities for spiritual growth. Think of those changes that will come into our lives, especially the ones that are unexpected, as opportunities for growth. It's just a change, a shift in our mindset, and we can begin that from the very beginning of the year. All we know right now, and all that we will ever know, is the present moment. Right? What is happening right here, right now, is all we can be certain of. The rest of it is unknown territory. And so if we can enter with the consciousness shift that say, now whatever it is that we're going to enter into, it's going to be okay, because it will be for my spiritual growth, my spiritual evolvement. Charles Fillmore, who is one of the co-founders of our Unity movement, he often talked about the law of infinite expansion. Infinite expansion. That never-ceasing growth and development towards the fulfillment of God's perfect idea for us and for all of creation. He said God's perfect idea is firmly fixed in creation. So the idea of a tree is firmly fixed in creation. The idea of the sun is firmly fixed in creation. And the idea of what we are intended to be is firmly fixed in us. This means that there is a divine blueprint for you and for me and for all of creation. And I love that. When I know that there is a blueprint, a divine blueprint in my life that I'm growing into, I can walk with some sort of assurance that no matter what's happening, those things are helping me to grow into my divine blueprint. There's a beautiful verse that I love, love, love. It's in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 11, and it says, I know the plans I have for you. I know the plans, declares the Lord. The I am presence in you is the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Then it says, seek me and you will find me when you seek me with all of your heart. With all of your heart. If you do that, then the clarity, the understanding, all that you will need is made available to you. It's always there. It's always there. It's a matter of us seeking and want with all our heart to be in that state of oneness with God. See, we can't see our blueprint, our divine blueprint. We just can't. We gather glimpses of understanding as we spend time in prayer and meditation of what it is that I'm supposed to be growing into. And so that's why we go into prayer and meditation, so that we can allow the Spirit to show us to show us how to grow into that divine blueprint that is in each and every one of us. The catch is that sometimes religion, whatever religion it is, they tend to want to give you an instruction manual. Here it is. This is what you got to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3, right? I can relate. I've had that too. So we go into this, and it's almost like as if they're saying that we will understand this for you, you people of little minds, When in reality, each and every one of you have the opportunity to understand it for yourself. You have the opportunity to understand that for yourself. And that's part of the law of expansion. You want to be able to grow. And to grow, you need to spend time in contemplation, or in prayer, or meditation, or some sort of sacred practice that will connect you to the inner self, the higher self of you, that will show you how. The spiritual law is that pattern that is already fixed in you, that is desiring to expand and expand more and expand you more to be the brilliant light of the world that you have come here to be. And so we resist sometimes the challenges, not realizing that they are the ones that are trying to help us to grow. Whatever guidance you need for your spiritual development and unfolding is within you. I cannot give it to you. No one can. What you seek is within you. It is up to you to grow into it. I can't make that choice for you. And no one can do it for you. No one. I can pray and hold you in sacred space that you will arrive to the place where you will understand. But I can't do any healing for you. No one can. No one can learn for you. No one. I can't learn for you. No one can transform you. No book, no religion, no teacher can lay it out for us. Because it's where? Inside, yes, it's within us. And it's up to each of us to connect to that spirit to guide us and help us understand what is our divine blueprint and what comes next in my spiritual unfoldment. In the Bible, there are so many, and that's what we're doing. This is what this service is about today, to get us to set to the intention to find out what is Spirit wanting us. What's the next step to unfold? Now, in the Bible, there are a lot of little stories when people go through a transformation process where they change. And one of the things that happens in that change of their lives, because that's what begins to happen in your spiritual unfoldment, you begin to change. You're not the same as you were once before. You changed. And so those people in the Bible, what happened to them was that their name got changed. So if you know the scriptures, Abram became Abraham, and Jacob became Israel, and Simon was Peter, and Saul became Jacob. There was a name change. To show in the outward was a symbolic acknowledgement that they were no longer who they had believed themselves to be. They're no longer that. They are new in Christ. The old has passed away, and behold, the new has come. And so each of us are in the process of growing into our divine blueprint. And today's White Stone ceremony is about asking Spirit to give us a new name. Give us a new name. What will come will be a word to you. When we get into the process, it'll be a word. And that word will probably be an attribute or a quality, something that your inner guidance is urging you to practice, to be that, so that you will grow into your blueprint even more. What will come will be that. And if you become that, if you practice that, if you are that, then you start to create the fertile ground in your consciousness to create the higher vision of yourself. And you will feel it. Feelings play an important part in our unfoldment too. Anyway, if you set an intention this year to walk hand in hand with that sacred name that will come to you, that word that will come to you, then you will create the best possibilities for this unfoldment that I am speaking about. So how do we do this? Spirit is guiding us, is leading us. Everything has brought us together today to do this together. What does it want? What does that guidance within you want you to embody throughout this year? I received my word yesterday because I know I won't be able to do it with you, and I was sharing it with some people that I was with yesterday. Gloria, I was sharing it with her. Last year, the word that came to me was white. And I said, what in the world is that supposed to mean? So I'm asking you not to judge what comes to you. Because after I received that word, when I was in my quiet contemplation, I started to ask, what is white? What is Spirit trying to ask from me to be? And then I realized, as I sat more in contemplation, the symbolic understanding of what that word means, to be more in illumination. White represents illumination and innocence and purity and awakening and wholeness. And I said, oh, I get it. I get it. I was being called to walk in the purity and the innocence of my divine self. That part of me that is created in the image and the likeness of God, where I can experience my total and complete wholeness. So I got it. So before we begin this ceremony, let me give you a little bit of background about how this ceremony came about, because all around the world right now, Unity churches are probably doing this ceremony together, so you are not the first one. It really comes basically from the passages found in the book of Revelations, and I believe is chapter 2, verse 17. It says, whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To the one that overcomes, I will give some of the hidden manna. I will also give that person a white stone with a new name written on it. It's known only to those who receive it. So what does that mean? It's good to break it down metaphysically. What does that mean for us today? Not talking about, when it says for those that have ears, it's not talking about your physical ears. It's talking about the inner hearing and that inner knowing that inside of you, you have the capacity to hear the voice of Spirit. So it's talking about that, tuning in with that. Let it hear what the Spirit says to the churches. Well, what does churches refer to? Churches refer to your individual consciousness, the state in which you dwell most of the time. Sometimes a lot of thoughts going on in there. So he's saying, listen, pay attention. And to him that overcomes, I will have some of the hidden manna. Manna was the food that rained down from the heavens as the Israelites were going through the desert, wandering. And to him that received this manna, he reminds us that every day, every single day that you wake up in the morning, there's a fresh, unlimited supply of God's divine source for you. It will nourish you. It will provide for you what you need to be able to manifest into your life that which you are being called to do or desire. It nurtures you. That manna nurtures you in your time of prayer so that you can overcome whatever it is that you're going through. And it's fresh and new and unlimited every single day. He says, I will give you a white stone with a name on it, written on it, known only to the one who receives it. So metaphysically, this passage is pointing us to do the inner work in consciousness that we must do so that we can discern, understand, what are we being called to do. And in the ancient days, if a prisoner was released from prison, they would give them a white stone. It was like a get out of jail card, you know? And anybody who carried that stone would know that they were free. They were free, no longer bound by the prison bars or whatever it is that they have. And so are we. Let this stone be a reminder to you that you are free in spirit. You should not allow yourself to be bound by anything. Your white stone represents a fresh start, a clear focus, a way to build something into the new year that will nourish you and sustain you. And it should be a very easy word, something that you will remember. There will be a time in just a few moments where you're going to take that stone and we're going to do a little meditation process so that you can get it and you will receive your name. But it will not be a new name, like it won't say Mary or Jacob or David. It won't be that kind of thing. It will be, as I said, a quality, an attribute, something that you're being called to embody and to practice this year. The idea of practice is absolutely fundamental to our unity teachings, right? It says practice. Charles Wilmot, the fifth principle says it's not enough to know the first four principles. You need to put them into practice. So whatever you receive today, you put it into practice because we know that we have not yet perfected. We have not yet arrived at the completion of our divine blueprint. So what is it that is being called from you to practice this year that will make a significant difference in your life? And that difference will be a spiritual part of your spiritual transformation. So whatever it is, it will show up as something positive. I'm trying to give you some background so that when you go into meditation, you will know. It will not say something like when you go into your meditation, it will not say, I don't want to be this. I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to manifest. It would always be expressed in the positive, and most likely it would just be one word. Just one word. And it will be so simple, that word, that you won't forget it. You won't forget it. At any moment, it will become useful to you wherever you are. That's how beautiful listening to Spirit will be, because it will be available to you at any moment, at any time. If you're practicing, it will help you move through whatever you're moving through. It will not, and then you will write that name on your stone, but more importantly, as we do the sacred ceremony, that name will be somehow mystically written in your heart, and you will not forget it. So before we begin this meditation to go into our receiving our new name, let me offer you a couple of words of caution, okay? First, please put aside anything that you think it should be. Put aside, because what you're doing, if you're thinking about what it should be, you're actually allowing your ego to be the one that's leading you to that word, and you don't want that. So put that aside. Just be totally, completely like a blank slate. I don't know what it is, and whatever shows up, it'll be. And then put aside also what you hope it will be, you know? Oh, I hope my word is joy. It's like, in fact, this joy this year, you know. I hope my word is prosperity, you know, whatever. Don't put that aside, you know, that put aside. And there's a book, Wendy Palmer's book, in The Intuitive Body, she wrote the following. She said, you're looking for a quality. An effective quality is one that at any moment is absolutely appropriate for you to possess. It's appropriate for you to practice. It's appropriate for any situation in your life. It's important to avoid choosing a quality based on should. This is what she says, such as, I should be bolder. I should be more dynamic. The word should indicates an internal demand that usually comes from a concept or idea of what we think we ought to be. Going into should territory usually puts our system into resistance. We don't want to do it. It's telling us you should. It's a demand. You don't want to do that. As a consequence, we may not feel anything when we evoke our quality, or we may just find that we just don't want to be bothered with it. So what it's asking you is to clear your mind, be completely open and receptive in the process of the meditation, and then allow that word to come through. And there are a lot of different possibilities for your word, your name, that will be your name. Just be open to it. Don't deny it. Don't judge it. Whatever comes up, that's it. And in the days to come, if it's not clear to you today, in the days to come, in the weeks to come, it will become clearer to you. So right now, let's begin. I want you to take your stone in your hand. This stone is a symbol of your freedom. Freedom. And we're going to go into the silence for a few moments. I'll guide you through that, to listen to the inner spirit that will tell us what is our new name. Your mind is going to come up with all kinds of possibilities. Challenge yourself to dig beyond your usual level of thinking. Anchor yourself in your heart and move into a space of sincere receiving. So, very quietly, let's take this down. Sharon, is it possible to play some meditation music? If not, we just go right into the silence. Very quietly. Take a deep breath. And close your eyes. This is your Jerusalem white stone. Metaphysically, Jerusalem represents the abiding consciousness of spiritual peace. So peace, be still. Know God. I invite you now to just breathe into the perfection of this sacred moment. Just breathe. Relax your body. Allow waves of peace to wash over you. Nothing but peace in this quiet, sacred moment. No processing, no trying. Just allowing every little cell of our body to be still and peaceful. And also be in total surrender. Right now, opening yourself to the feel of pure love in which you move and you breathe and you have your being always. Move into that feel of pure love that holds you and sustains you. It's always available to you. It's always saying, "You are my beloved." And with your power of imagination, begin to envision that stone that you're holding in your hand. Maybe move up into your chakra of the third eye, which is between, right here in the center of your forehead, between your eyebrows. Just move there. And I invite you to use your imagination to see like a pin of light just emitting from that sacred place, that chakra right there. Let that light become bigger and bigger and bigger. Keep your eyes on the light. How beautiful and brilliant it is. How it invites you to enter. So see yourself in your imagination walking into this beautiful field of light. And as you come in, there is a stone just waiting there for you. It is laid down on this beautiful white table. And you're so curious, you walk to it. Take it in your hands. And you see what's written on it. That is your name for this year. see it. Know it. You're being called to be that quality this year. It'll be just one word. When you capture that word, when you see it in your mind's eye, quietly open your eyes and write your word on the stone. Take that stone, once you've written the word, and bring it close to your heart area. Just put it by your heart, connecting it to the I am presence within you. And then repeat these words after me. I am becoming. I am demonstrating. I am manifesting what is written on the stone. I am learning. I am growing. I am love. I am supported. And I am grateful. So, this is your name for this year. Take the stone and put it in a place where you will see it every day. Maybe your car, maybe the bathroom, wherever you know that you will see the stone every day. Maybe carry it with you as a reminder that this is what you're being called to practice. And it's my sincere prayer for you that you will engage in this practice, that you will say, yes, Lord, here I am. Whatever is mine to do this year has been written on the stone, and I'm going to move with it. And you know what? Life is going to get good. Life will get good. It won't, expect that the good will show up in different ways, but it will get good. Because as you practice, as you're developing into that blueprint that you are, so you will have more peace no matter what comes up, more joy, more love. And I ask our community, every one of us here, to make a commitment to support each other as we practice our stone. We practice it. We're having a human experience, spiritual beings, and sometimes we don't always do what we're being asked to do. So we support one another. And it's my sincere prayer for you, my sincere prayer, that we will grow more into our divine blueprint that God has for us, that we will support each other together, and that we will dedicate ourselves to building in this place a beloved community where all of us will feel loved and accepted and treasured and supported. So may you be blessed with abundant peace and joy and health, and know that the kingdom of God is within you. Everything that you need is right there. And I'm going to invite you to get ready to hear a really great song to start this year, because life is about to get good. And we want to be able to move with that energy, with that understanding that life is about to get good. I know I got my spirit instructions of what to do. So enjoy, sit back, relax, listen to this great song.
This is an audience participation.
Yes, yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right.
And we're bringing back, in case you forgot it, the Unity Bump.
Awaits the light that is you, a light that is you. We're all looking for a savior who'll turn the darkness into dawn. But when we join hands with our neighbor, we become that beacon shining on. This broken world awaits the light that is you. Are the light. You are the light. We are not entering the tomb. We are exiting the womb. Find your wisdom in the silence. That's where you'll find your voice. When we choose kindness over violence, oh, love becomes our only choice. This broken world awaits the light. We are the light. You and me now. We are the light. Keep shining on. We are the light. Shining on. We are not entering the tomb. We are exiting the
During the week, what time, Gary? Okay, so 1:30 to 3 is in person. And then those of you that want to watch over virtually in YouTube or no, in Zoom, that will be at 5 to 6:30. Yes, please register because he has to prepare material for you, and then he's going to send those materials. So register and then come back to the site again and then pay. So it's like a two-step process, all right? And Sharon is around here somewhere. There she is, okay. Okay.
Leanne, you did an amazing job.
Yes.
Outstanding. Yay, yay. I'm Happy New Year, everyone, but I'm just here to remind you about the Board of Trustee candidates. January 30th is our annual meeting, and we will have a meet and greet of the candidates on January 9th and the 16th, both after Sunday service. So please stay around, meet the candidates, talk to them, and looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. That's a very important, January 9th, and it's also again on the 16th, because you may not be able to get all your questions in, so we're making it available to you all at once. And we have a young girl in our audience. I will tell her to come up so that we can bless her. And she wants to share something special. Two. Oh, there's another book. Would you mind? If you feel comfortable, all we're going to do is do a blessing. If not, we'll do it right from your seat. So that's okay. All right, we'll bless them right there. All right, everybody, rub your hands. We have two, one back there, one back here. And Julie has something she wants to share after we bless her. Okay, here we go. We love you. We bless you. We are the Christ in you, and we see you doing great things. And Julie, come up here, honey, so you could talk on the mic. Okay, there you go, sweetie.
Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you for all the gifts. I love them all so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. And so I bless you. I appreciate you. We're going to have a fantastic year. Life is about to get good. And I'll meet you in the lobby. Bless you. Have a great week. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you.